Welcome to physics class. In this video, you can find solution for GATE Physics 2019 Classical Mechanics question.
Consider a transformation from one set of generalized coordinates to momentum p q comma p to another q comma p, denoted by q is equal to p q power s and p is equal to q power r, where s and r are constant. The transformation is canonical if option A, s is equal to 0 and r is equal to 1. Option B, s is equal to 2 and r is equal to minus 1. Option C, s is equal to 0 and r is equal to minus 1. Option D, s is equal to 2 and r is equal to 1. So, in this question, they have given that P and Q are canonically transformable for the what values of s and r. So the transformation is canonical if q Poisson bracket of q comma p is equal to 1. That is dou q by dou q, dou p by dou p minus dou q by dou p by dou q is equal to 1. In the question, they have given q is equal to p, q power s and p is equal to q power r. So first we will find dou q by dou q. That is, find the derivative, partial derivative of q with respect to q. We will be getting s p into q power s minus 1. And similarly for p, partial derivative of p with respect to p is 0, as it doesn't contain any p term in it. Now we will find the partial derivative of q with respect to p. That will be q power s, and partial derivative of p with respect to q is equal to r q power r minus 1. Now substitute the values in the equation 1. We will be getting, as dou p by dou p is equal to 0, this entire term will become 0. Then substitute the value of dou q by dou p and dou p by dou q. That is q power s into r, q power r minus 1 is equal to 1. Adding the powers of q, we will be getting r into q power s plus r minus 1. So minus I have taken here, it will be minus 1. Here the power of q will be 0, as it doesn't contain any q term here. Now by equating the left hand side and right hand side, we will be getting s plus r minus 1 is equal to 0 and r is equal to minus 1. Now substitute the value of r is equal to minus 1 here. We will be getting s is equal to 2. Therefore, the transformation is canonical if r value is equal to minus 1 and s value is equal to 2. That is option B. The Hamiltonian for a particle of mass m is h is equal to p square divided by 2m plus kqt, where p and q are momentum and generalized coordinates respectively. T is a time and k is a constant. For the initial condition q is equal to 0 and p is equal to 0 at t is equal to 0, q of t is equal to t power alpha. The value of alpha is. In this question, they have given the Hamiltonian of a particle, and also under initial condition, the q of t is proportional to t power alpha. They have asked us to find what is the value of alpha. First, we will write the given Hamiltonian of the particle. H is equal to p square by 2m plus kqt. From the Hamiltonian, we can write the equation of motion, that is q dot is equal to dou h divided by p. So first derivative of Hamiltonian with respect to p will be p divided by m, and also p dot is minus of dou h divided by dou q. So finding the derivative of h with respect to q, we will be getting minus kt, or this can be written as dou p by dou t is equal to minus kt. We will consider this as a equation 1. Now integrating this equation 1 on both the sides, we will be getting p is equal to minus k t square by 2 plus c. So in the question, they have given the initial conditions q is equal to 0, p is equal to 0 and t is equal to 0. Substituting here, we will be getting the value of constant, that is, we will be getting c is equal to 0. By substituting the c value here, we can write p is equal to minus k t square by 2. Now we know the value of p. Now substitute the value of p in q dot, we will be getting q dot is equal to minus k t square divided by 2m. Now integrated on both the sides, that is we will be getting here dq by dt goes this side. Then by integrating both the sides, we will be getting q is equal to minus k t cube divided by 6m plus c dash. Now for finding the value of c dash, we use the initial condition. Again c dash is equal to 0. By substituting it here, we will be getting q is equal to minus k t cube divided by 6m. So we can say q is proportional to t to the power of 3. In the question, they have asked us to find what is the value of t, what is the power of t. So by equating the given term q is proportional to t power alpha, we can say alpha value is equal to 3. Consider the Hamiltonian h is equal to alpha p square q power 4 divided by 2 plus beta by q square, where alpha and beta are parameters with appropriate dimensions and q and p are generalized coordinates and momentum respectively. The corresponding Lagrangian is one among the 4 options. So in this question, they have given a Hamiltonian and they have asked us to find what is its corresponding Lagrangian. So first we will write the given Hamiltonian. H is equal to alpha p square q power 4 divided by 2 plus beta divided by q square. We consider this as a equation 1. We know that the relation between Lagrangian and Hamiltonian is L is equal to q dot p minus h. So here we have to find what is the value of p and h and substitute it here. So from the Hamiltonian's equation of motion, q dot is equal to dou h divided by dou p. So the first derivative of Hamiltonian with respect to p will be alpha p q power 4. So by rearranging the term, we can write p is equal to q dot divided by alpha q power 4. Now substitute the value of Hamiltonian and p in the Lagrangian. We will be getting L is equal to q dot divided by alpha q power 4 minus alpha q dot divided by alpha q power 4 the whole square q power 4 divided by 2 plus beta divided by q square. So by simplifying this term, we will be getting Lagrangian is equal to 1 divided by 2 alpha q dot square divided by q power 4 minus beta q square. So if you see the options, the answer is option A. A projectile of mass m1 kg is launched at an angle of 30 degrees from the horizontal direction at t is equal to 0 and takes time t before hitting the ground. If its initial speed is 10 meter per second square, the value of action integral for the entire flight in the units of kg meter square second inverse. In this question, they have taken an object of mass m1 kg and they have projected at an angle of 30 degree with the initial velocity of u is equal to 10 meter per second and it hits the ground after a time of t. They have asked us to find what is the action integral for the entire flight. We know that action integral A is equal to integral from t1 to t2 Lagrangian into dt. That is initial time of t1 is equal to 0 and t2 is equal to t. Therefore, the integral will from 0 to t L into dt. So L of this system is L is equal to t minus v. So first is the kinetic energy. So half m v x component square plus 1 by 2 m v of y component square minus the potential energy is m g y. So for finding the Lagrangian, we have to find what is the v of x, v of y and y value. So the x component of velocity v of x is equal to u cos theta. So theta value is 30 degree. By substituting the value and use initial velocity 10 into root 3 by 2 is equal to 5 root 3. The y component of velocity v of y is equal to u sin theta minus gt. Values are known, so we will be getting v of y is equal to 5 minus 10t. From the equation of motion, we get s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here in this question, s is equal to y is equal to vyt minus half gt square. So Vy is u sin theta into t minus half gt square. U sin theta value is 5t. We can get it from here, and minus half 10t square. We will be getting y is equal to 5t minus 5t square. Time of flight t can be calculated using the formula 2u sin theta divided by g. That is, u value is 10. 2 into 10 sin of 30 by 10 is equal to 1. Now substitute the value of y component of velocity, x component of velocity, y in the L. Then we will be getting L is equal to 50 minus 100t plus t square, 100t square. Now substitute the value of L in action integral. A is equal to integral 0 to t L into dt. So t value is 1 and integral from 0 to 1, 50 minus 100t plus 100t square into dt. Integrating this part and substituting the limits, we will be getting a value is a is equal to 33.33.
Question: two spaceship A and B, each of same rest length L, are moving in the same direction with a speed 4c by 5 and 3c by 5 respectively, where c is the speed of the light as measured by B. The time taken by A to completely overtake B in the units of L divided by c is what? So in the question they have given two spaceships A and B. B is moving with the velocity 3c by 5 and A is moving with the velocity 4c divided by 5, and things has been measured from the spaceship B, right? What is the time taken by A to overtake B in the units of L divided by c is the question. So we have to find what is the time taken by A to completely overtake B. First we will find what is the velocity of A as seen by the observer in B. So using velocity addition formula, we have u is equal to ua minus ub divided by 1 minus ua ub divided by c square. Here ua is 4c by 5 and ub is 3c by 5. Now by substituting the values and simplifying it, we will be getting u as 5c divided by 13. In the similar way, we have to find what is the length contraction observed by B to A. That is, LC is equal to L naught root of 1 minus U square by C square. Here the L naught value is L and U is equal to 5C divided by 13 that we obtained in the above calculation. By substituting the values here, we will be having LC as 12C divided by 12 divided by 13L. So the total distance travelled by A during overtake is L plus 12 by 13L, that is 25L divided by 13. Now we have find what is the velocity of A as seen by B and what is the total distance travelled by A during the overtake. Now we will find what is the time taken by A to overtake B. Time taken by A to overtake B is distance travelled by A divided by velocity of A, that is 25L divided by 13 divided by 5C divided by 13. So it is 5L divided by C. So the answer is 5. Two events, one on the earth and the other one on the sun, occurs simultaneously in the earth's reference frame. The time difference between the two events as seen by the observer in a spaceship moving with the velocity 0.5 c in the earth's frame along the line joining the earth to the sun is delta t, where c is the speed of the light. Given that light travels from the sun to earth is in 8.3 minutes in earth's frame, the value of delta t is dash minutes. Take the earth's frame to be inertial and neglect the relative motion between the earth and the sun. So in this question they have given two events that occurs in the earth and the sun. Both events occurs in a simultaneously, and this event is being watched by an observer in a spaceship that is moving with the velocity of 0.5 c. And also the spaceship is moving along the line joining the earth to the sun. and they have given light travels from the sun to the earth in a time of 8.3 minutes, and they have asked us to find what is the value of delta t in minutes. As the event occurs simultaneously, we have t2 prime minus t1 prime is equal to delta t minus v divided by c square into delta x divided by root of 1 minus v square by c square. Here in the question, they have given both the events occur simultaneously. Therefore, delta t is equal to 0 and delta x is equal to c into t. T is the time taken by the light to travel from sun to earth, that is 8.3 minutes. By substituting the values in t prime minus t2 prime minus t1 prime, we will be getting minus 0.5 c into 8.3 c divided by c square the whole divided by root of 1 minus 0.5 c the whole square divided by c square. By simplifying this, we will be getting t2 prime minus t1 prime is 4.79 minutes.
In the description box, you can find solution for GATE Physics 2019 and 2020 question paper. Please share and subscribe the channel. If you have any queries, write in the comment section.